very hard to imagine how they keep their sanity because
Mm.
no privacy, right? Whatever. And people are constantly harping about them. And then if you pay attention to it, the best thing they can do is ignore everything.
And how do you feel like William and Charles's relationship has changed over the years, especially now that he is king? It seems like they kind of rely on one another a little bit more than they have had to in the past.
Yes, and of course they've had to put up this united front against Harry and Meghan. I mean, they've been insulted by members of their own family. It's been quite the ordeal for them, and I think that they kind of circled the wagon, so to speak, and they've come out of that with a stronger bond. I mean, William and Kate always were just naturals at this from the very beginning, and they're just continuing with that. And we'll have to wait and see about George, but I think he seems to be surprisingly comfortable.
Harry and Meghan have been taking quite a beating in the press lately. I think the Wall Street Journal called them a flop, a Hollywood flop. I mean, do you feel like something like this could have a negative effect on their marriage?
Yeah, I mean, they've admitted the fact that the pressures have led them in the past to feelings, it's to arguments and quarrels and their tensions inside their marriage. They've always been there because they have to go through an awful lot and have been criticized so soundly. And of course, she was suicidal at one point. She talked about that. And that was before all of this. So trying to carve out this new life for them in Hollywood, I suppose they expected the honeymoon to go on. And as time passed, more and more of their allies and friends and admirers have just fallen away because they see this as a kind of a narcissistic, romp through Montecito. And it's not really, they're not getting the kind of support now that they had when they arrived.
There have been rumors about that out there that, maybe their marriage really is on the rocks, but, they have been through so much before this that, and, obviously two small kids as well.
Do I think now that they've moved out into separate rooms and or they're living in separate lives, they're taking a breather from each other, I don't buy that. I don't see any evidence of that. I think there's a lot of rumors and gossip out there. But it's not just a Hollywood marriage. It's a Hollywood marriage with the whole tensions of royalty and thrown in. Frankly, people in that level, it's very hard to imagine how they keep their sanity because no privacy, right? Whatever. And people are constantly harping about them. And then if you pay attention to it, the best thing they can do is ignore everything. They're not going to, no. No, rush, see what people are saying,
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think it's going to be interesting to see if this marriage survives. Yes.